Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is OmniBadu and I am back with another one. Yay! Keep in mind that these are general collective readings and I don't read for any one specific sign on this channel. If this is your story, your business, if this resonates, be honest with yourself. Plug yourself into the reading where you deserve to be. Smack it up, flip it, rub it down, hit the reverse on it. Do whatever you have to do, but don't force it. Only take what resonates with you, your life, your story, and leave the rest behind. If this is your story, your business, if this resonates, give it a thumbs up, like it if you like it, and subscribe if you like my vibe. Welcome, hey, if you're new, and welcome back if you have been here before. I feel like we're gonna be talking about someone's mother. I don't know whose mom. Could be yours, could be somebody else's. Some of you guys are like married and you have like a, what do they call them? A monster-in-law. So I don't know, but yeah, I got really heavily that I was channeling somebody's mom's energy. So impact, trying to make a positive impression on you. Yeah, and that literally tracks, like, because that's what it feels like. Whether it's your mother or somebody else's mom, like your mother-in-law or whatever, something, you know, could be even just that you have kids with somebody and maybe the mother wants to be involved with the kids because the father's not really involved like that. And, you know, y'all know how it is with family, like, oh, he might not be there, but I still want to know my grandbaby. You know, it could be some shit like that. And but this person could have been talking out the side of their neck to you, or it could be things about them that you do not like. And it's not like, now some of y'all just can't stand this person's mama altogether, or you can't stand your own mother altogether. But for others of you guys, it's just this person's morals and character. It's like, maybe when you met this person, y'all were younger and you guys didn't have any children, or, you know, whatever it is. And you were like, oh, you know, this person's mom is kind of cool. You know, she's all right. But, you know, time progresses and maybe you have a kid, 2, 3, 4, however many, and you become a mother and you start doing mom shit, you know, and then you look up and you're like, man, like this person's mom is trash, or my mom is trash. Like, now that you yourself have become a parent, and you could have kids that are adults. You don't have to have like little school-age children. You know, you could have raised yours already. They're grown, they're successful, they're thriving, and life could just be moving a lot smoother and much easier for your kids than it did for you. And you're like, damn, you know, you've had time to sit down and look at it and think. And your upbringing and your the way your mother is, or the fact that your mom's a narcissist, or the fact that your mom is, you know, selfish, or, you know, maybe your mom suffered from depression, or maybe your mom stayed in an abusive situation and it wore her down, therefore she was never able to be a good mother and left you in a neglected state. Or vice versa. It could even be that this person's mom was that type of mother, or both. Y'all could have both had some trash ass moms. So I feel like you might have distanced yourself, or you stopped speaking to your mother, and maybe now your mom wants to come back around and try to make a positive impression on you, right? It's like maybe this person's been talking shit about you with your siblings. You know, maybe word has gotten back to you from a couple of different people, or they're talking shit with like your aunt, or, you know, something like that. But this could be like your favorite aunt, and maybe your aunt's trying to like give you a little heads up, you know, something like that. But again, this would have been in the past. Or even if it was the mother-in-law, you know, this person may talk shit about you all the time to your husband or your boyfriend, your baby daddy, baby mama, whoever. You know, it could just be like little petty shit where you're just like, like, I don't really fuck with this person, you know, or like I said, they just don't have good moral and character. It's just, you looked at the big picture and was like, you're not a good mom, and you never were. And that's why your son has so many issues, because you ain't shit, you know? So you might have been like, yeah, no, I'm all right with my kids knowing you, because look at how your kids turned out. You don't got one good seed, all of them bad. Every single one of your kids is crazy, fucked up, an alcoholic, a whore, a pack rat, you know, a hoarder, you know, it's just all kind of, it's like you got a lot of fucking problems in your own, nah, you don't need to know my kids. I got it, you know, so this person, you know, after acting like they didn't care, or acting like they didn't need to have a relationship with the kids, or acting like, you know, they'd never be nice to you, or they'd never like you, whatever it is, because kids don't always have to be involved. You could just be that y'all progressing, and this person's like, this is who I'm finna marry, and the mama's like, well, I'm never gonna like her, you know, or something, or if you marry her, I ain't never gonna talk to you again, or whatever. And that could have left this masculine in like a weird position. But this person, obviously, for a lot of you, if it was a situation like that, I feel like this person had to choose, and they chose you. And maybe mom thought they were gonna kick you to the curb and choose her, and that's not what happened. And for some of you, it's been years and years and years, right? It could have been a few months, could have been a year, but for a lot of y'all, it's been years and years and years of you not speaking to this person. And the son is not speaking to his mother, because, so I feel like when this person is coming in trying to make this positive impact, that's kind of where the random energy comes in, because it maybe has been 5+ years, and you may feel like this person is a stranger. The son may feel like, I don't really know her like that no more, right? Because that's just kind of what happens. If you're not talking to somebody all day, every day, or regularly, maybe even just once a month, whatever, you know, you grow apart. You don't know what's going on in their life. They don't know what's going on in yours. Y'all kind of become strangers. So that could be the situation. But it could even be that your mom was the one that you guys had to cut off. And if it's a situation where the mom is wanting to have some sort of situation, like want to have some sort of relationship with the kids, you know, mom wants to be a grandma, you know, mom wants to build, and maybe mom wasn't shit to her own son or kids or whatever, but maybe this person's older now, like mad old, and they're like, oh, you know, I just kind of want to, you know, do something different. You know, they don't have anything else to focus on at this point. You know, they're not chasing meat no more and all that kind of stuff. So now they have time to sit the fuck down, but their kids are grown and don't even really fuck with them like that because they wasn't shit. So they want to pour that love that they never poured into their own child and children into the grandchild and or children. But they've already put a bad taste in your mouth back when you was with so-and-so. Or the fact that so-and-so is how so-and-so is, and this is their mama, like you must not know what the fuck you're doing. You know, so they coming back, you know, if that's your case, then they're coming back to show you that they've changed, that they actually want to be there for the grandkids, you know, that, you know, they're ready to be a grandma, you know, it's kind of what it feels like. So, wow. Aw, yeah, some of y'all, I mean, you know, with apology coming out, y'all might have been cussing mom out. Mom could have been cussing y'all out, whether it was your mother or your ex's mother or your person's mother, it doesn't matter. Whoever mama it is, somebody, I feel like words were tossed, you know, back and forth. You know, it became a battlefield a little bit. Some blood might have been shed, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, some knuckles might have been, you know, balled up and passed around. I don't know what y'all were doing. I don't know. You know, I don't know how old their mommy is, because, you know, mom could have had them at 16 and she could be just a few years older than y'all. You know, you had to slap that bitch around a little bit. Like, I don't know. But regardless, or this person, but in real life, we know how these moms are. They're rude as fuck. They're disrespectful as fuck. They're inappropriate as fuck. They just say shit they should not be saying. They get involved in things they should not be involved in. Just overly controlling, overbearing. Oh, I need to know, and why are you marrying her? And she's not the one for you. And what about Ashley? You know, and all this type of shit, you know. And it's just like, mind your business, bitch. This is his life. He can fuck who he want. He can marry who he want. If he want to be a good man, he gonna be a good man. If he gonna be not shit, he gonna, like, back off. Let motherfuckers grow up, right? And this could be one of those type of controlling ass, just over the top, overbearing ass mothers that don't know how to back the fuck up and mind her bald headed ass business, right? So now she want to come in saying she's sorry. Now, I'm sorry I said this, or I'm sorry I did that, you know, and I just want to have a relationship with my grandkids. You should have thought about that before you decided to not kiss the ring, bitch, right? Like, I don't know how else. These are my kids. They go see who I want them to see when I want them to see them, right? And if I feel like, oh, you toxic, oh, you toxic, you starting shit, you talking shit, you trying to bark, bitch. Oh no. My kids won't be at your house. My kids won't be nowhere around you because I don't want to have to deal with you, and I don't want my kids getting influenced by you, right? Because kids are influenced by all kinds of things and all kinds of people. Their coaches, their teachers, their grandparents, their aunts, uncles, cousins, and mom and dad. It is not just mom and dad. It's whoever spends a lot of time with your damn kids can influence them in a short period of time. Kids are very, they're like fucking sponges. They're very malleable, right? So you may feel like this would not be a healthy environment for your children, right? This is not the type of person you want your kids to learn from. I would never want my daughter to be like you, and I would never want my son to like a woman like you, right? So, somebody may be trying to come in with an apology, because they might have pulled some ignorant shit, not knowing who the fuck they were fucking with. Bitch, I am grown than a motherfucker now. I am not a little girl. And I also don't know who the fuck you think you're fucking with, right? So, and I don't have to get stupid, right, collective? Like, we ain't got to be flipping tables and bitch, I'm going to beat your ass next time I see you. Now, 10, 15 ago, I was that girl. But yeah, at 35, I'm not doing any of that. That doesn't even cross my, what do cross my mind? Ooh, let me block her. I ain't never going to talk to her again. Oh no. She's trying to get me out my skin? Oh no, because when I come out of my skin, I come all the fuck the way out that shit, right? So it's like, let me just cut you off, because I don't want to be, pulling no weird shit or acting like them girls that be out snatching off their lace fronts in public because they angry, because that don't make no sense to me, right? So we have layers. There are obviously multiple factors. Some of you, it has extended beyond you. They could have got some kids could be involved. So your siblings or other people in the family could be involved. Or if it's the in-laws, then, the in-laws and all the other people in that family could possibly be involved. Maybe the son, the husband, the wife, the daughter, whoever your partner is, may not really want to have anything to do with them because of how ignorant they acted in the past. Somebody may not be open to forgiveness or accepting this apology, whether it's you or your partner. And I feel like it's totally fucking fair and understandable. Because it's like when a motherfucker show you who they are, everybody's like, believe them the first time. But then at the same time, they'd be like, that's your mama. But that's your sister. But that's your... No, I am believing what I've been shown. Rebuke Satan in Jesus' name. I'm backing out slowly and quietly. I got my cross. What's up? Right? So I feel like somebody in this situation, one of you guys is like, fuck your apology. You still trash. You still ain't finna be about shit. You gonna come in acting like you're all nice and sweet and amazing and you've changed, but slowly and surely your true colors are going to reveal themselves, because you are who the fuck you've always been. I mean, at 60, 55, 65, yeah, you are who the fuck you done always been and who you're going to be. You about to kick soon. You feel me? Like, come on. So those could be, a part of the multiple factors, for some of you guys. Others of you, a problem is the parent that you're having to deal with, right? So you may have a hard time co-parenting with your kids, whomever. They may have a strained relationship with their parent for whatever reason. And then it's like mom wants to come through me to get the kids. Like, bitch, that's your son. That's your daughter. If you want to see these kids, you need to talk to your son. And oh, well, this is a deadbeat. This is somebody who don't ever get their kids. Well, it's not my job to get together and make sure you get to see my kids, because we don't fuck with each other like that, right? And sometimes it just be like that. Sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles. You didn't take the time to fuck with me the long way when we were in the relationship. Because sometimes everybody is not like, oh, I call my man's mom. And sometimes it's just like, oh yeah, that's his mama, that's Miss Karen, but she just cool. But you don't really click with her like that. You may have your own mother. You may not be desperate for a relationship with an older woman, right? And so it's like, I have my own mom, thanks. And now you and this person have separated, and this stranger is like, oh, let me get your kids on a regular. And it's like, no, because I don't know you like that. And you know, it is what it is. Everybody don't live in the same city and state as the person that they had kids with and their whole family and shit, right? So it's like, you know, so some of y'all with the clinging and the holding on and the obsessing, and again, this is not being mean or hateful or spiteful or bitter. This is literally like this is a protection thing. I know my kids. I don't know you like that. I know your son is crazy. So I don't know if I can just have my kids out wherever you are. I don't know how you're going to handle them. You know, I've heard war stories of how your son was raised. I don't know, right? And so, yeah, sometimes people get mad in those scenarios or say, you just doing that because you and so ain't to get like, no, I'm doing that because I don't know you. I just don't, right? So whoever, I don't know what the obsession is, because this is someone who, these type of scenarios are weird to me when grandmas become like overly obsessed with their grandkids, but they themselves were not good mothers. That is weird to me, because it's like you're trying to make amends for the time that you did not do what you were supposed to do, but that time passed. You're not making amends by doing something for the grandkid. Right? So I feel like that there's a little bit of an obsession when it comes to wanting to redeem themselves in the eyes of whoever, right? Because this is somebody who's getting older. This is somebody who's not going to be here long. And although they may have never taken accountability out loud, this mother knows that they were fucked up. They know they did fucked up shit to their kids. They know they were not a good mother. They know they did not put their kids first. They didn't put themselves first. They didn't do nothing good that you were supposed to do, or do anything to keep themselves in a positive place or a high vibration, right? So this could be somebody who's older now, and they could be lonely. They could be bitter. This could be somebody who's kind of mean a little bit, aggressive a little bit for some of you, or others of you, this person could just be bitter, because being bitter and being aggressive don't go hand in hand. Sometimes people are just bitter and they're not mean or aggressive or angry or violent or volatile. Sometimes it's just like bitterness, right? Just kind of snippy, you know, a little moody and attitudey. Everything is a problem. Somebody who, they always in victim mode because, you know, they just are sitting in this nasty, negative, bitter space of, you know, this didn't work out for me for all these years, so now I'm a victim because nothing ever works out for me. Poor me. Me, right? So, yeah, the obsession is real. This person is holding on to the idea of, you know, getting into cahoots with these kids. If this is your mom and your mom was like a mean, evil bitch, you know, and just a monster to you, maybe not your whole life. Maybe when you became an adult, your mom got jealous of you, right? Because that happens. And you might not even really recognize it or understood it for what it was, right? And it's crazy because mom had her time. Mom was a baddie when mom was a baddie, but mom ain't 20 no more, right? Mom's like 40, 50 now. And you're like 20 and you're popping and you're firm, all right? You got elasticity and collagen in your shit. And maybe mom is just a little jealous of you because you a popping ass young woman. Like she once was. You may even look like your mom from your mom's baddie days. And she could be like hating and jealous because she feel like, you know, she used to look like that. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I used to pull like that. I used to be bad like that. You know, I used to this, I used to that. And I say, bitch, pull up your bootstraps and do a facial if that's the case. Because if that's the case, then your mom could still look how you look. It's just maybe mom let herself go and, you know, she don't know how to find herself again. So she's watching you thrive and become who you're gonna be. And I feel like, yeah, your mom might be jealous and maybe was abusive towards you or hostile towards you or aggressive towards you or kind of bullied you a little bit, maybe in your teen years and maybe in your young adult years, maybe all throughout your 20s, who knows? Or maybe up until you cut her the fuck off, I don't know. But now maybe, you know, she needs something from you, because if it's your own mother, it could still be the kids, right? If it's your mom, it could still be the kids. But I feel like if it's your mother, she may purposely not help you with your kids, right? It's like maybe wants to see you struggle or wants to see you doing bad out of that hate and that jealousy, right? So I low-key feel like if it's your mother that's reaching out with the layers and the multiple factors, I feel like it's that this person needs something. and they've been watching you, and they may feel like you're thriving or you're doing really well. They may obsessively watch you. Like your mom could be stalking you on social media, especially if you know you haven't spoken to this person in years. But yeah, with the light bulb and the finally gets it energy, whoever's mama this is, because this is definitely somebody's mama, because it's been sitting on me for like 2 days, and I've been like, ugh, you know, mom energy. Whose mama is this? But whoever's mom, they're figuring it out. Like whoever mama this is gets it. If you were like, yeah, I'm not fucking with you no more, they're finally getting like you're really not fucking with them no more. Or if you were like, no, you know, I'm just gonna feed you guys with a long handled spoon and love you from a distance. I still love all of you. I still wish you well. You know, I just can't. Then maybe somebody thought you was fucking around or playing, but they're finally getting it, right? So this is weird energy. I don't think that you're going to be irritated or upset or angry to hear from this person, but I also don't think you're going to be moved either. Like, I don't think you're going to be like, oh my God, you're so mama. I'm so glad you came in with this apology. Like, no, I think it's going to be like a, oh, okay. Oh, all right. Oh, that's nice. You know, like one of those type of conversations for sure. We got pick it back up. We pick up from how things were left. 411, phone number changed. Okay, so yeah, whoever this is, they might have to do some deep diving and some digging and digging and digging to find you, because you either changed your number or they're like super blocked on everything in every type of, yes. So we have pick it back up, pick up from how things were left, 411. So yeah, you may have a new number, trapped, stuck, tied down, captive. If this is your ex's mom and you're not with your ex, be careful. This person might be working for the feds, okay? And they might be trying to get you like sucked back in or locked back in with their son. Ooh, especially with the great pretender, acts uninterested but stalks you. Yeah, so that could be the family member. This could be the mom who's acting like they don't give a fuck about you and they don't ever want to talk to you again. They don't ever want to hear your voice again, and you ain't shit, and you do. That could have been in your face. Behind your back, this person could be singing your praises, telling how they miss you, telling how, you know, all the amazing things you've done or did, or you're so awesome, you're funny, oh, this person's so funny. Like, yeah, don't fucking think about me though. Like, don't pull on my energy, you demon. You know, so yeah, they're like very interested in what you have going on. They very much want to know about your ins and outs of your day. And, oh, is this going well for you? Is that going well? Are you still dealing with this? They want to know, but they act like they don't give a shit. And it's because you blocked them or you changed your number. Like, no, fuck her then. Fuck that bitch, you know. And it's like, no, like it wasn't even none of that, right? It just was my phone got cut off and I had to get another one cut back on, and they gave me a new number because it took too long, you know. Like, it could have been a situation like that where you never intended to block anybody or anything like that, but shit happens. And when I get a new number, I'm not obligated to give it to your bitch ass, right? Respectfully. So progression, slow progress. I think somebody, whoever this is, whoever mama this is, they are not going away easily or lightly. This person is going to be there, you know, and I think that eventually you guys may start to have some sort of slow progress, but I think it's going to be really, really, really majorly mega slow because you don't trust whoever this is. Plus, we also have roaming wild that came out, free-spirited, risks, possibilities. So I do think you're in this roaming wild, free-spirited type energy where you're not giving a fuck, and it could feel really, really good to literally not care about one person in this world's opinion. Not one. Don't care about what nobody think. Don't care about what nobody say. Don't care about what nobody smell like. Like, you don't give a fuck. Care for what? And being in this I could care less energy really has you feeling like possibilities are freaking endless. And they are. It's like, damn, you can finally be who you always wanted to be. You can always move how you always wanted to move. You can be happy all day, every day if you want to, right? Y'all don't gotta hear about it. I don't gotta pretend like I care. I don't have to talk back and, oh, really? Wow, she did. Okay, wow. Then what happened? Okay, like I don't have to do that. I don't have to pretend like I give a fuck, cause I don't. You know, like, and it could just be awesome. It's fucking amazing. You literally are roaming wild. You could just be anywhere and everywhere, all at the same time. Motherfuckers could literally be like, "Damn, the collective was just over here." You know, like people just are wowed by you because you are coming and going as you please. You're doing what you want to do when you want to do it. It feels right. And if you want to do nothing for 2 years, you ain't doing shit. You know, and I feel like it's just nice. It's good. Because there's a point in life where you feel obligated to do things even when you don't want to. If your friend invites you somewhere, oh, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, or, you know, I don't want to make anybody mad, or I don't want to make anybody feel unimportant, so I'm going to go. But you don't want to fucking go. You know, there is a point where, especially when we're younger, some people never grow out of that, and that's so sad. But yeah, and family members, oh, we're having a shindig. I don't want to go. Y'all gonna be over there talking shit. Y'all gonna be over there lying on motherfuckers. Somebody gonna start victimizing themselves and talking about them. Nobody talked to me when we was kids and I was 13 and I was always having to be in my room by myself. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. So yeah, you know, but you go and you keep going and going and going. You're like, maybe it'll be a good event this time, you know? And it's like, no, that motherfucker who like to talk about the past, that one sibling or the two who just can't move the fuck, they gonna be there. Tell me, remember when they used to beat us when we, no, I know, I don't remember that. I'm sorry, because I have kids and I got, you know what I remember? I remember school started August 14th. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's what I have to remember now. And I have to remember to not get 19 glue sticks because they don't fucking need that many, right? So it's like, I got shit to do. And worrying about what mom said when we were 13, I don't give a fuck. Shit. I'm a mom now. Care for what? So yes. Loyalty, dedication, trust, reliability. I feel like that's what you're seeking. That's what you have around you. Only loyal energies. Now, nobody in my circle talks shit about each other behind each other's back. Nobody is ever looking sideways and wop-eyed when anybody else comes into the room or on the scene. It's all laughs. It's all love and motherfucking light. But sometimes you got to build your own circle and your own family in order to have normalcy around you. People who are like you. Just because you grew up in the house with somebody, just because somebody raised you, just because you slid out their cat, that don't mean you're going to be anything like them. That don't mean y'all going to have the same character, morals, likes, dislikes. Y'all are going to agree on the same things. Right? And so that's just what it is. You might be the black sheep because you don't want to be in the bullshit. You don't want to talk about everybody and anybody. And I don't want to hear about what the fuck this bitch is doing. Oh, and so-and-so lost their job today. And so-and-so this. I don't give a fuck. Oh, and she can't even pay her rent. Don't care. Like, I don't care. And people really don't get that. So yes, child. This spontaneous heading towards you energy, I feel like whoever this is, I think they know better. I think they know that they should be finding them something else to do. I think whoever this is, they know that you're at a place of peace. I don't know if they really want to have anything to do with their grandkid or kids, if this is a situation where this is a grandma, because again, it low-key feels like to me, whoever this is, they trying to find a way to suck you back into the bullshit, suck you back into the drama. They want you back in the rotation of talking about people and getting talked about and stressing and being upset all the time and being frustrated all the time and being angry all the time and being confused all the time and being lost in the mother. This is what they want you back in because they're still in it. And all the rest of the dumb motherfuckers you left behind are still in it. Still going around in circles. She said, he said, he said, she said, she said. That's still going on, but you not there. How dare you think you're bigger than the group? How dare you think you better than the family? How dare you think you finna go and make money and go sit down quietly and mind your own business and not be over here getting talked about and not having us bring up shit you did when you was 22 and now you 45? How dare you, right? It's like, no. So yeah, somebody is spontaneously heading towards you. Confessions, unexpected message, unveiling. You see, like, I don't like this energy. Because this trap, this stuck, tied down, captive, that's the only thing that I feel they want you stuck, trapped, tied down, captive, right with the rest of them. They want your life to be stagnant. They want you to be stuck. They don't want you to grow. They want you obsessing over the past. Because that's where these people that you left behind, your baby daddy's mama and all them, his sisters and them, or, you know, your mom and all of these motherfuckers are like literally stuck in the past. Can't talk about shit else. So-and-so did this to me 3 years ago. Can you let that motherfucking man rest in peace, bitch? Damn. You are not a victim. This man is dead. Let him rest. But no. This good person is, you know, slandering and dragging some deceased man's name through the mud on a daily basis because the bitch ain't got shit else to talk about. Right? It's like, Jesus fucking Christ. So, and you're not trapped, you're not stuck, you don't think about them, you don't think about nothing they said to you 2 fucking days ago. I sure the fuck don't give a fuck about nothing that was said 2, 3, 4, 12, 19 years ago. So, yeah, be careful. It's gonna be, I feel like it might be a little bit like, oh wow, my mom called, or oh wow, you know, grandma called, or whatever, but don't get too wrapped up in those initial conversations. Oh, we all missed you, all that shit, because it's fluff. We literally have manifesting and sociopath that fell out while I was like doing my business over here, and I sat him to the side because, hold on, y'all. Okay, so I love that we can pause these videos, but I also hate it because when I used to stop the video, I would go right back to the last few seconds to see what I was talking about. And now I have no idea. So, I know I was saying something about, oh, these cards had randomly fallen out while we were talking about the mom, right? Because the whole reading's not going to be about the mama, unless it is. We don't know what's going to come out of these cards, but I'm talking about the mom, and then these cards fall out. And I think I told some of you guys, like, if you're in a situation where you and the co-parent are not seeing eye to eye, y'all are no longer together, and whatever, and mom is coming at you acting like she's interested in the kids, and you haven't talked to co-parent, with this manifesting and this sociopath energy, lack of empathy, anger issues, mom could be working for the ops. And I said that earlier, but I feel like that's kind of showing that with this manifesting, and because this person who lacks empathy and has these anger issues is manifesting you because they haven't seen you or heard from you or spoken to you or whatever. I don't know what y'all's situation is. Or maybe they're not okay with you guys co-parenting situation. They may want to be back into a commitment with you, you know, and so maybe they feel like, oh, you know, you didn't really get along with their mom when you guys were together. And so they feel like that's adding on to the fact that you don't want to be with them anymore for whatever they did. So they may be sending their mom in to try to make amends with you so it can kind of soften you up for when they slide they ugly, dirty, nasty, greasy snake ass in the picture. Because that's pretty much, you know, that's kind of what, that's a scenario for some of you guys. It is. That's so funny. But for others of you, you know, it could, like I said, if it's your mom or that person's mom or whoever's mom, the mom energy is that's out here, that situation could be totally unrelated, and you could just have someone who lacks empathy and has anger issues who's manifesting you. And they're manifesting because they may want to be with you, or some of you guys, they just want to use you, right? Like they just want you around so they can live off of you and use you. This person could be like a hobosexual. They could be bummy, crummy, you know, ain't never had shit, ain't never did shit for nobody but they self. And they could be coming towards you to continue trying to do for they self off your back. So be careful. 'Cause we could play a lot of games, but taking care of grown ass men ain't one of them. Never will be. No. Let's see here. Okay, so let's see what we got coming out in the tarot. Manifesting. Now I will say this because we never know who's watching these readings. So somebody could be trying to manifest, and they could be like trying to manifest some big shit, right? Trying to literally manifest greatness. I want this kind of car, or I want this kind of job, or I want this kind of money. And whoever this is could be like not understanding, like nothing they want they get, but they could see somebody else. It could be just small shit, like this person over here get everything they want. It may not come immediately, but they always get what they ask for, right? And so this could be you. If you're watching this and you feel like you're always trying to manifest and you're always praying for things or asking the universe for things or whatever, however you manifest, and you feel like you never get it, but you may also be someone who lacks empathy, so you don't feel sorry for people, you have no compassion, you don't feel like you ever are wrong, you feel like everything you're doing, you're entitled to do it, but you feel like no one is entitled to do anything to you. You don't feel any type of remorse for anything that you have done to anyone, and children, old people, anybody, right? If you're that type of person where you feel like everybody deserve everything that you do, if you hit a bitch, if you cuss a bitch out, if you any and everything you do, it is deserved. But don't nobody deserve to do nothing to you. Everything that's done to you, you're a victim. And you're an asshole. And you always motherfucking mad. And you literally call your own self bothered. Because you always motherfucking bothered. If that sounds like you to you, because I don't know you, but you know you. And if that sounds like you, if you're a dickhead, that's why your manifestations are not and never will come to fruition, because you're an asshole, right? And I just want to let that be known, because people get in these readings sometimes and they don't know where they fly, or where they're like, I don't know if I'm the bad guy. I don't know if I'm a karmic. I don't know. Like, are you a dickhead? Do you go to people and genuinely and sincerely apologize, or do you apologize when you want some ass? Do you go, are you nice when you want to fuck and an asshead when you don't? Like, come on, if you a dickhead. So don't play, because, somebody lost. Look at this shit. So we got the King of Wands coming out in the upright today with the 9 of Swords. This 9 of Swords energy keeps coming out. Y'all have a masculine that is literally can't sleep at night. And that's not to say, you guys, this may not be anybody that you're having a fight or an argument or a disagreement. There could be no bad blood or no type of negativity between you and this person. This person is just really attracted to you with the King of Wands, or you could be really attracted to them, or they're really attractive. But the King of Wands is like BDE. That's somebody who has really great sexual energy, really great chemistry, very charming and charismatic. This is somebody who can get all the girls very easily, anytime they want. And you were one of the girls, you were a girl that they had, whether y'all were dating, married, lived together. It doesn't matter the scenario. This is somebody who's attractive, who cannot sleep at night. And they have sleepless nights. So, they may be up and down throughout the night, or it may take them a really, really, really long time to fall asleep, or they could wake up really, really early. Like, even if they go to bed at 11, they may wake up at 3 in the morning and be up till the morning. But I feel like it's because this person does a lot of thinking about you, whoever this King of Wands is. With the 9 of Cups, you're this person's wish fulfillment. Okay, so this is the same energy of the King of Wands that came out a couple of days ago, and that King of Wands energy was in the reverse. This is my reversal deck. This person isn't showing up in a reversed energy today. And I actually feel like, because the King of Wands can be somebody who's committed and who's a cheater, or it could be somebody who's single, who's a player, but not like a malicious player, like a I'm single and I can fuck as many bitches as I want to type of player. And in the, but it can also, in the reverse, it can also be somebody who is upset. Right? So this person could have been in the reverse because they were upset, or they could be still slanging that thing all over the place. Who knows? Who cares? But they in the upright today, but they're still not doing well when it comes to getting to bed at night, because you are very much, this person feels like they prayed for you and they feel like they fumbled the bag. Like they prayed for you, and then when they had you, they either didn't treat you right or they didn't prioritize you the way they were supposed to. Some of y'all, they may have tried to hang on to an ex and deal with you at the same time and didn't realize how important you were at the time until they lost you, because obviously that was going to always be the end result. They lost everybody. Now they somewhere looking stupid as fuck because they lonely. They ain't got nobody. And everybody else then moved the fuck on and found new people. But this person is stuck because you meant way more to them than they were willing to admit to themselves at the time. Because they still wanted to be in love with their ex. Or they still wanted to, you know, try to explore their options and go see if they could find some new ass. You know, I want a new bad bitch. Well, nothing worked out and you lost the old bad bitch. Now you ain't got no bitches, nigga. Are you dumb? Like dumb, stupid, and slow. Fucking retarded self. So now we got the Page of Wands in the reverse. Now we got somebody sick. Somebody like, oh, she's so beautiful. She's so funny and talented. Because this person could literally, wow, look at this. Y'all have another masculine in your energy that's in the reverse. This is an air sign energy. But it doesn't have to be that this person is an air sign. They could be, but they could just be cold-hearted and detached from their emotions, like real bad. But, and if they're an air sign who's cold-hearted and detached from their emotions, then they're doubly bad. So, and this is coming up as like a third-party energy. But yeah, you meant so much to this person. It's weird, you know? It's like, why not prioritize people? Why not put people on pedestals? Why not let people know how much they mean to you? Why would you gamble? Because when you're gambling, you can lose. You can lose every fucking thing, like most gamblers do. So why would you gamble with something precious to you, something valuable to you? This is somebody who you were precious to this person. You were valuable. You see this woman jumping off this big ass treasure chest? Like, you were very special to this person, very valuable to this person, very one of a kind, and they could have really thought you were the bee's fucking knees, okay? Like, you're funny, you're this, you're sexy. Like, they could have just been hyping you up, like, every time they saw you, like, damn, how did I pull you? And you could have been like, I don't know, but here I am, right? So I get why they're in the Nine of Swords. Like, I get it. I get why they can't sleep. I get why they're upset. I get why they're like, oh, I lost my everything. This is all I ever wanted. This is all I ever wished for. Somebody who could understand. Somebody who gonna just listen to me while I talk. Somebody who gonna build me up and breathe life into me. Because you could have been doing all of that. Is what you do. I breathe life into niggas. It's what I do. So, you know, it's like, why would you play with that? Why would you gamble that and be like, oh, well, if I lose it, I lose it. But now you sick. Now you literally can't function. Like, you literally are not able to, like, go forth in your life. So why would you play like that? I don't know. Look, y'all are done with this person, but this don't seem like nobody that I would go back to, because you got to be stupid than a motherfucker. I don't play like that. If I love a man, whoever, he gonna know, and I'm gonna be there, and I ain't never gonna make him feel like I don't love him. So he'll never have to wonder, do she fuck with me? You'll never have to question that, right? If you gotta start questioning it, I don't fuck with you no more, period. So yeah, to play with something that's so important and so valuable to you is weird. That is weird business. It sure is. Now, I don't know who this cold-hearted, evil son of a bitch is, but this could be the person that's manifesting you guys. This King of Swords in the reverse, because, ew. Ew, ew, ew. That's hilarious. This is, for some of y'all, I hate to say, but we have the King of Swords in the reverse, and clarifying it, we have the Star in the reverse. So this could be an Aquarius for some of you guys, but it could also be a Libra or a Gemini. And this is just stating the star in the reverse is very unhealed energy. It is very toxic energy, you know. So whoever this person is, who's void of emotions, who's a shell of a man or a woman, who, you know, this is just not good energy. This is just, it isn't, because air energy is already logic, right? Air is thoughts and things like that. So when I feel like air signs are already a little more on the thoughtful side than the loving side. They're a little more, Missy, please, Jesus. Yeah, they're a little more on the, let me think about this, rather than, ooh, let me feel this, right? I'm a water sign, I'm gonna feel some shit. You know, an air sign is gonna think some shit out. So maybe this person is an overthinker, you know, like all of the signs and traits and whatever it is of an air sign, this person has all the negative attributes. Okay, mama. So, they overthink, they're void, you know, very, very detached and removed from their heart space and their emotions and heart chakra, juju energy and all that type of stuff. This person has none of it. And, you know, that could just be who they are and how they are. Maybe they've always been like that, you know, since the day y'all met or whatever. But with the Three of Pentacles in the reverse and the Chariot, I'm not really sure why this person's energy is here. They're not the ones who's in their feelings. They're not the one who feels like you're their wish fulfillment. And it actually looks like with the Chariot and the Three of Pentacles in the reverse that this person is trying to move forward with a third party. So why the fuck they're in your reading, I don't know. But we have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, which is a brokety broke bum ass bummy bum. So maybe this person's in your energy, like I said, because they want to use you for money because they don't have shit. And they may want to move forward with this third party, but this person might be a bop, you know, and they might be a little 304 energy. And they got to pay this person to keep this person's attention or give this person money or trick off on this person, but they ain't got it like that. And so they may be coming towards you to try to use you for money so they can be a trick for somebody else that they want to move forward with. Which, wow, how bad do you hate yourself? If you got to pay for that pussy, she don't like you, right? But okay, not our business. Shit to do with us. Stay woke, because this motherfucker's coming in to take. That's pretty much, I feel like, all that needs to be discussed with this past person. We have the Queen of Swords, because we have the Page of Wands in reverse, so they are going to try to come in either in some sort of fun, flirty, playful, childlike energy, but it's all cap, or they're going to send you some sort of message, or they may try to, like, come at you in some sort of sexual energy or try to have sex with you to try to get you in your feelings. But with the Queen of Swords, you have not an ounce, not a drippy drop, but your Queen of Swords is in the upright. So you're in the healthy energy of being head over heart, right? I have no feelings for you. You know what I mean? I'm in my head space when it comes to you, not my heart space. So you could have left your heart space with and for this person many motherfucking years ago, whether they believe it or not, right? And so, yeah, it's like tactic and strategy at this point. Anything you say, do with this person, it's been strategized heavily before it actually happened. So, yeah. Whatever they're going to try to do to get their foot in the door so they can try to take from you and move forward with somebody else with your bag, it's just not going to work how they expect. Because they think you're still in love with them, or they think you still want them, or you still like them. And I feel like that's the only reason they're coming towards you, because they're delusional and they've convinced themselves that they're more than what they are. But for a lot of y'all, this person has no value, right? It's like, how the fuck can you think you can just squeeze back into my life like you did something for me, right? So when y'all were with this person, they could have did nothing. They didn't lift a finger. They weren't a provider. They didn't take care of you. They didn't protect you. They didn't stand up for you. They didn't speak up on your behalf. You know, they just never did nothing for you the entire time you've known them. So it's like, let you back in for what you say? Exactly. Why? Huh? Because you can get good dick anywhere, right? So if this person feel like, oh, I'm going to squeeze back in with some good dick. No, try again. Weren't even, you know, like, who even said that this person was your best for them to feel like that, right? But it's the delusion, it's the narcissism, it's the I need to convince myself that this is the truth so I can move forward, because I could never move forward knowing that this person don't think I'm shit, right? So let me delusionally convince myself that this person who shows me no love still loves me, right? Makes no sense. And we got the Eight of Pentacles. Not only are you not thinking about them, all you thinking about is how much money you're going to be making, or how much money you do make, or how much you love doing what you do, or how easy your job is. Like, you thinking about something to do with work and money and success and manifesting and thriving and forward movement. But this person, because you're sitting in this Queen of Swords energy, it's like, nah, you know, the heart, whatever, the emotions, or whatever it was, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. You good. It's done. So we have the Ten of Pentacles coming out with the King of Wands. Okay, so that's like, you know, that's an ending. Tens are endings. So I feel like that's a positive ending though. The Ten of Pentacles is like stability and everlasting bags and, you know, taking care of you and doing so. Maybe this person with this Two of Pentacles, this King of Wands may be stressed and they may be having these sleepless nights and whatever. They feel like you're the apple of their eye. They have you on a pedestal. They miss you. They love you. They want you. They think about you all the time, but they don't have any money, or they don't feel like they have the money to get to where they want to be at, right? So it almost feels like maybe this King of Swords is in this position because they want to do whatever with and for somebody else, but this King of Wands may be in the exact same financial position because they also deserve to be there. But the person that they're thinking about and wishing that they could come and take care of and provide for and be the man of their dreams, because this King of Wands wants to be a version of himself or herself that they have not been before for anybody else, right? So if this is somebody who was cheating and slinging meat all over the place and wasn't taking care of their household, then I feel like they want to do those things, you know, with you and for you. Like, you make them want to be better. And they may have made you want to be the best version of yourself, you know? Like, I ain't never wanted to be a boss before, but now I do because you're a boss and I want to be a boss. And we're going to be bosses together. And we're going to have so much money and so much fun and so much good, you know? So, you know, y'all could have really encouraged each other to want to be the best version of yourself. You could have even kicked some habits back when you were dealing with this person because you wanted to be that best version of yourself for them and vice versa. So now this person wants to come back towards you. They want to be with you. They want to let you know how sorry they are, or how they should have done this, or how they should have handled themselves in this way. The problem is there's somebody in this King of Wands life from their past that they did not treat right, and they will not acknowledge or take accountability for that. So the opportunity to get this bag to come to you and profess, they're never going to get that opportunity because they're not doing the right. They need to go make amends with that other bitch before they start trying to come over here. Plus, I would never want a motherfucker coming over here while he still got, you know, heat over there anyway. Because y'all know what she might decide. She want to peel your cap back because, you know, the way he did her, now he over here doing you right. Now, oh, I'm going to come over there and end her. Because he didn't ever do that for me. Why would you want to put anybody in that position? So, and that's exactly why Spirit is not allowing this person to come towards you, because whoever they leaving behind might come in and run down on your ass because of the way this person left that situation sitting. So they're never going to get this Ten of Pentacles. They're always going to be in this Two of Pentacles, juggling life and finances. And Nine of Swords, that's going to continue to be this person's energy until they do right. And this is somebody who is arrogant and egotistical. They are never going to do right. Don't got a humble bone in their body. So I feel like that's why it is a lost cause. I feel like that's why you are now dealing with dating and fucking on somebody else. Because you might have waited years and years and years to see if this person was going to figure it out or get it together or come back around. You might have cried it out and been sad and got over that, you know, and now you with somebody else. And it's like, yeah, I'm not finna not be with him because you came back on the scene. You missed your shot. You missed your, I'm not her. If I'm with somebody new, don't bring your bitch ass back over here. I'm not finna play in my new person's face. I'm not finna fuck up my new relationship. I'm not finna try to hang on to you and keep you, you know, in the wings. Just no, fuck you. Bye, excuse me. If you still want me when I'm done, then you can have me. But I'm sure not finna be juggling. And I sure ain't finna fuck this up to go back to something that we both know didn't work in the past. Right? Because even with this King of Wands, if it was meant to be, it'd have been. It wasn't, because it ain't them. Whoever this person is. You know, they can love you to death. You can love me till the day you die. You're gonna love me till the day you die, because you're the one that got away. They didn't get to have all of you. They didn't get to have the full experience. They didn't get to, you know, move in with you, or they don't know all of you like they would like to. And I think that's a big, huge part of the obsession. You know, maybe Spirit's not allowing them to come back towards you because it isn't real love. It's infatuation. It's obsession. It's, ooh, I really like the sex we were having, all in. But, you know, who says the sex is going to hit like that, right? Sex hit different when it's a brand new person. When it's somebody you already have baggage with. When it's a motherfucker you already found out they still fucking with their ex. Or you found out they still married. Or you found out they live, you don't, that sex is never gonna hit like it used to. Ever the fuck, never, ever, ever. Never, ever, ever, never, ever. Right? It can get close, but it ain't never gonna be that, because that's unbridled, untapped. I'm, you know, just completely free and happy and comfortable because I'm safe. I feel safe. I feel secure. Once a motherfucker introduces any type of lies or trust issues, all that safety and security will forever be gone, right? And that's why I be gone. Because once I don't feel safe and secure in a relationship, I'm leaving and I am never coming back. You took my security. You took my safety. I can't trust you, right? Once the safety and the security is gone, the trust should be gone. And without trust, what the fuck are we doing? The fuck I'm with somebody I don't trust for? I would never do that. Hell no. So what we got? Oh, my Lanta. No, we can't do this because we finna be running into too much time, because here's the King of Cups in the reverse with the 7 of goddamn cups. Here's another option. So we got the King of Swords in the reverse, the King of Wands in the upright, and the King of Cups is now out here in the reverse. And with the 7 of Cups, I think this is this person. I think this is somebody who's emotionally manipulative, and they may have a harem. And they might be really sweet to you and really nice to you and very nurturing. And they may just be very generous with you and just awesome. But it could be always something just a little, you know, just something's a little off. It's like something's not right here. I don't know what it is, but it's something. It may be that this person has a harem. Yeah, and with the Knight of Pentacles, they may even be like kind of breadcrumbing you and leading you to believe that eventually y'all are going to have something long-term and real. And maybe you are the one that they feel like when they're done slutting, you're going to be the one that they choose. But that with the Knight of Pentacles, I'm feeling like it could be years down the line. Like even if this person, if you start really getting fed up, because this is somebody who's only going to give you shit as you get fed up. And you may have already noticed that about this person, right? You're like, oh no, I don't want to talk to you no more. You getting on my nerves. Then they send you $500, you know? And you're like, okay, well, I guess I'll talk to him a little longer. Then you're like, you know what? Nope, getting on my nerves. Then they do something for you, right? So, and that's what I kind of mean by like breadcrumbing. I feel like, because they don't want to let you go. They don't want to let you get away. They don't want you to go move on with your life, because this King of Cups may really feel like they could see themselves being with you long term, but they may be able to tell that you are not to be fucking played with. You're not playing with nobody, and better not nobody fucking play with you, right? So they're like, well, I'm not going to commit to her because she's not going to be with me if I'm cheating. She ain't going to be with me if she know any bad shit that I'm doing. So I'm going to be with her when I'm ready to be a good man. But you're getting fed up, right? You're like, okay, you know, I'm ready to move on. Not because there's nothing wrong with him, but because, you know, you may feel like y'all have done all that y'all are going to do with each other. You may not see this person as your forever person. It's like, thanks for all the shit. you know, and all the whatever, but I appreciate it, you know, and you really helped me with my healing journey, but bye, you know. And this person's like, hell the fuck no. So they're offering you things. The $500 was a good example, but this is a bigger offer. It's like, more like you're starting to get on my nerves. I don't want to talk to you anymore. They might start off by like sending you some money. And then the next thing they may do would be like take you on a trip. You know, like, oh, I'm going to wherever you live close to. I live in Texas, so I'm going to Galveston, you know, on this day for this many days. Do you want to go? You know, that's locking you in. If he's going to Galveston in a month and a half and you're tired of him now, and you like, yeah, I'll go with you to Galveston. You say, when, Labor Day? Okay, yeah, cool, we'll go. That's fucking a month and a half from now. So this part, you see what I'm saying? Like, they're offering you things. You like, okay, it's a free little trip. You know, I'm finna go down here, have some shrimp and things. You know, it's gonna be fun. And this person's a trick. So you know you finna come back with some money and some shit, right? So, and that's all nice and fine and dandy. So of course you're locking in. You like, yeah, hell yeah, buy my ticket, you know? But at the same time, you know, it could be like, you're tired of this person. You know, you could feel like you ready for them. You ready to go do something else. You may be ready to go do nothing for a while. Like, I don't want to do nothing with nobody, you know, for the rest of this year. I just want to sit down for a little bit, you know, and they're not having it. So it may start off with money and trips and things, but I feel like ultimately this person may ask if you want to be their girlfriend or if y'all want to move in together. They're not going to ask, y'all are not going to get married. Even if they ask you to marry them and they give you a ring, you might be the one of them girls that's engaged for 4 or 5 years or y'all live together for years or whatever they do. Say, do you want to be my girl, and give you an actual title. They're doing this because you are not to be fucked with and you are not fucking playing with them, and you keep trying to leave and exit the scene and get out of this situation, and they don't want you out. So that's where the emotional manipulation is coming in. You know, do you want to be my girl? Do you want to get married? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? They're not lying. They intend to really do what they're saying they want to do. And you may know that they're not lying. Like, you may know that whoever this is, they really, really, really like you. You know, they could have expressed this and expressed the reasons why and yeah. And you could really believe them, but it's up to you on just how long you want to wait. Because this person is still hoeing around, and they want to hoe around and not on their wife, right? Which is commendable. Like, they don't want to be cheating on you once y'all get to that place, but they do want to breadcrumb you and drag you along behind them, you know, until they're ready, okay? All right, so that's going to be our reading. Be sure to give it a thumbs up. Like it if you like it. Subscribe if you like my vibe. My name is OmniBadu. I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you for your likes, your subscriptions, your donations, all of your positive comments. And until next time, bye.